won't intervene, don't be sensitive.
I'm not your average American. I'm not your average American. I'm not your average American.
Make sure you hit that like as you come in, and if you're brand new, go ahead and hit that subscribe. You are now live with the incredible host.
No one intervene, don't be sensitive.
Episode is this rather hilarious but sad video of two cops in Rochester, Minnesota, approaching a South Sudanese man claiming he looked like a suspect they have been searching for. But they were unaware of what fate had in store for them, and the situation took a sudden 180 when they realized the man was an undercover FBI agent. Let's take a look at how the complete situation unfolded.
You're racial profile. Am I? Yeah, you're wrong. You're assuming I'm someone that I'm not. Get out of my face, man. You guys are harassing me. Yes, you guys are. Hey, you're f***ing harassing me. Yes, you are. No. He's harassing me. Why are you harassing me? You're assuming I'm someone I'm not.
Okay, if you're not, then
No.
you're not free to go. Okay.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are.
For what?
Because I think you have a warrant.
You think? That's an illusion. That's an illusion. You think?
All right. Stand up with your hands.
I'm not. For what? I don't have a warrant. You're very wrong.
Let me get this straight. So, our two wise cops here think that the guy is a suspect because he just happens to look like someone who committed a crime. A hunch, you could say. Not to mention the fact that the guy seemed pretty confident that the cops had him wrong and went even a step further, accusing the overzealous cops of racially profiling him. What makes it even more shocking is that these dum-dums also believe that that's enough to detain him. Don't these guys know anything about the law? Remember, the law requires cops to have reasonable suspicion that someone has committed a crime. And
Yo, peace to the tribes. Put some gems in the chat if you could hear me loudly and clearly. Sudanese, African, undercover FBI agent, wrongly detained by the American police. Oh, wait till I tell you about the origin of the word police. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into it. Arabic etymology. What did we title this one, y'all? Mother tongue. Arabic to English 101. Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of them ones. Share the live stream. Welcome to Aboriginal America. Tribe.
look, what do we have here? Must be based on more than a hunch. What this means is anything these cops did from here on was way beyond legal and was unconstitutional.
I don't have a warrant. You're very wrong. No, you are wrong. What do you mean if you're wrong? You're wrong. You're wrong.
All right, this is the second time I'm hearing this from the officer. If I am wrong, I am wrong? Think about it. It's one frightening statement that's both unprofessional and dangerous at the same time. If officers start throwing such excuses and logic in situations like these, you can only imagine what they would do if the stakes were high. This could easily turn out to be a nightmare for someone, if you ask me.
I didn't do nothing. For what? For what? Can you tell me for what? For what? I'm under arrest for what? No. If you got the wrong guy, I'm suing all of you guys. Let me get your card. Can I get your card? Can I get your card? Okay. I'm not standing up. Listen, I'm not under arrest. I don't have a warrant. I don't have any.
Unfortunately for the cops, the encounter was filmed on a cell phone camera, and we can see how the man repeatedly kept calling them out on their mistake and pointed out that they didn't have a warrant to arrest him. Something these cops should have known already. But then, things quickly escalated when one of the officers tried to grab him.
Hey, yo! Hey, officer! Listen. No. Matter of fact, look at my ID. He got the wrong guy, I'm telling y'all.
Several voices can be heard in the background, and it seems like they know the man and are telling the officers that they made a big mistake and they got the wrong guy.
You guys still got the wrong guy. You guys are f***ing stupid. That's not you. You guys are racial profile thinking I'm somebody. Take some cuffs off. You guys really had nothing else to go to college for but be a cop and harass me? To assume I'm somebody I'm not? My ID's in my back pocket.
After the arrest, thinking it was a run-of-the-mill situation, this officer finally decided to follow up on the guy's request to check his ID.
Guys, watch how funny this is.
Little does he know, he's in for a shock.
Oh, what does that say? What does that say? Oh!
Wrong guy.
Oh!
Wrong guy.
What does that say? What does that say? Uh-oh. This is just a little hors d'oeuvre, you know, just setting a little hors d'oeuvres out before we get into this heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, heavyweight jam where we will be destroying so many narratives in a single bound. Some real superhero shit is about to be going down. So make sure you share the live stream and stand by. Tribe, you know the vibes.
Guy's request to check his ID.
Guys, watch how funny this is.
Little does he know, he's in for a shock.
Oh, what does that say? What does that say? Oh!
Wrong guy.
Oh!
Wrong guy.
Oh my God!
Turns out, the person in cuffs is not just any suspect. No, it's an FBI agent. Right here in the middle of a local law enforcement activity, and these cops are in big trouble. The person in cuffs is not just any suspect. No, it's an FBI agent. Right here in the...
Wrong guy.
Oh my God!
Turns out, the person in cuffs is not just any suspect. No, it's an FBI agent. Right here in the middle of a local law enforcement activity, and these cops are in big trouble. You can only imagine the cop's expression, utter shock. It's not every day you arrest someone, and they flash an FBI badge in your face. Just notice how this arrogant cop shifts from constantly establishing direct eye contact with the supposed suspect to avoiding any eye contact entirely after inspecting the ID.
No, get the fuck off me, dude! Get off me, dude!
Bro, you
Matter of fact, I need our cards. I need your supervisor over here. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor.
The agent goes on to reasonably explain the whole situation to the supervisor, who clearly looks uneasy at this point and is desperately looking for the nearest exit.
Sir, can you please come here? Are you the supervisor? These guys are they assume I'm someone that I'm not. I told them I'm not who they think I am. And they said, nope, you are. I'm positive you are.
But as soon as the agent demands their IDs, he showed his true colors.
I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. And they said, nope, you are. I'm positive you are.
But as soon as the agent demands their IDs, he showed his true colors.
I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. Sir, can you please come here? Are you...
Hey, boy, y'all hear that boy accent change up? Let's run it back real quick.
So, is this took a sudden 180 with it?
You're racial profile. Am I? Yeah, you're wrong. You're assuming I'm someone that I'm not.
Agent. Let's take a look at a sudden 180 when they realized the man was an undercover FBI agent. Let's take a look at how the complete situation unfolded.
You're racial profile. Am I? Yeah, you're wrong. You're assuming I'm someone that I'm not. Get out of my face, man. You guys are harassing me. Yes, you guys are. Hey, you're harassing me. Yes, you are. No. He's harassing me. Why are you harassing me? You're assuming I'm someone I'm not.
Okay, if you're not, then
No.
you're not free to go, okay?
Am I being detained?
Yeah, you are.
For what?
As soon as the agent demands their IDs, he showed his true colors.
They assume I'm someone that I'm not. I told them I'm not who they think I am.
And they still do.
They assume I'm someone that I'm not. They assume I'm someone that I'm not. They assume I'm someone that I'm not. I told them I'm not who they think I am.
And they still
And they
do.
said, nope, you are. I'm positive you are.
I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. I just want a dog, huh?
They assume I'm someone that I'm not. I told them I'm not who they think I am. They assume I'm someone that I'm not. They assume I'm someone that I'm not. I told them I'm not who they think I am.
And they still
And
do.
they said, nope, you are. I'm positive. And they said, nope, you are. I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. I need your card. I need their cards. I need your card. I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. I need your card.
These men, they were unaware.
You're racial profile. Am I? Yeah, you're
Agent. Let's take a look at how the complete situation unfolded.
You're racial profile. Am I? Yeah, you're wrong. You're assuming I'm someone that I'm not. Get out of my face, man. You guys are harassing me. Yes, you guys are. Hey, you're harassing me. Yes, you are. No. He's harassing.
As soon as the agent demands their IDs, he showed his true colors.
I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. I need your card.
Nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big nigga.
I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. I need.
As soon as the agent
That boy turned into Carlton Banks.
This nigga here, slow that about it. Man, somebody come get this good stupid
demands
ass
their
nigga out
IDs,
this front seat,
he
man.
showed his true colors.
I need their
Man,
cards. I
somebody
need your
come
card.
get this stupid
And they
ass
said
nigga
no.
out this front seat.
I'm positive you are.
But as soon as the agent demands their IDs, he showed his true colors.
I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. I need your card. No. Yes, I request your card. Why is that?
As soon as the agent demands their IDs, he showed his true colors.
I need their cards. I need your card. I need your card. I need your card. No. Yes, I request your card. Why is that?
Bro, that was fucked up. No, they serve the people.
Yes, I'm the people. You guys serve us. So
That's because they're corrupt as fuck.
I would like. Okay, I would like your card. Yep. And I'm gonna follow the board on you, and you.
Instead of owning up to his men's mistake, as he should have, the supervisor chose to defend their actions, giving flimsy reasons for the whole screw-up. Get them in, Sarge.
Yep. Wild Indian, yeah.
Hey V, line them up.
I'm a wild Indian, you know I go crazy. Ain't really Indian, that boy fugazi. I just keep it player, you can never play me. You got an ass so fat, girl, let's make a baby. And another one. Then I'm back to the trap, I'm trying to double some. She a bad woke chick and I love her tongue. We some jurisdiction boys, we some one-on-ones. Look, don't compare me to no Martin dog, I'm like Malcolm X. Die by our freedom, we'll leave a crack and stretch. Round of applause, boy, you know we clapping text. Chucky dog, child's play, yeah, nigga, that's what's next. Open up the cans just like Arizona. Pull up masked up like we got the Rona. We set up jurisdictions when we bought a corner. How you claiming that's your hood and you not the owner? Be the B, I just pulled up in the need for speed. Free the land, tell the colonizers that they need to leave. Wild Indian up in my veins, you know how we bleed. You ain't gotta lie about who he is, dog, just keep it G.
Dude looks like he's done some time.
We at war,
And
we
sounds
can't
like
keep
he's
the
done
peace.
some time.
Since we at war, gotta keep the peace. Whack a cone, then I meditate. Should I need to breathe? Keep a Olmec head when we slide, dog, cause we the shit.
Like my niggas said, bitch, we the shit. I can't keep the peace. If it pop off, then I want a piece. I'm just on release. I'm in go mode, motherfuck the thief. In these streets like EBT, when we at war, make peace with me. I don't give a damn, understand. Fuck who stole this land, white or black or tan. Understand, it's fuck who stole this land. Might have seen me get little buddy these hands. He wasn't no abo man. A lot of these dudes is Sambo man. They full of shit like my ammo can. What they call an N-word out the wrong mouth, that's an ambulance. Wild Indian, get it in advance, or you can post date it. Ask around, I'm the most hated. Straight sacred, they stole acreage. Go ape shit, show ain't shit. It won't be televised, I don't tape shit.
Be the B, I just pulled up in the need for speed. Free the land, tell the colonizers that they need to leave. Wild Indian up in my veins, you know how we bleed. You ain't gotta lie about who we is, dog, just keep it G. We at war, we can't keep the peace. Since we at war, gotta keep the peace. Whack a cone, then I meditate. Should I need to breathe? Keep a Olmec head when we slide, dog, cause we the shit.
Who name you coming in? By who power? Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscious.
In between me and them other dudes is this. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play nip rapper with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on. You gonna smell my cologne, Intimidati, or some bar number 9, cause I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Tabernacle, sanctuary, cause we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, Pimp.
Yo. Peace to the tribes, peace to the tribes, peace to the
One at a
tribes.
time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh shit.
Let's get us some music going. You know what I'm talking about?
Heroes, Christmas Addicts wasn't afraid when his turn came.
Now, who was Christmas Addicts?
He was a black man. He was the first man to die in the Revolutionary War.
One of us fought in the Revolutionary War?
More than one. There was Peter Salem. He was the hero at Bunker Hill.
Well, I'll be damned.
But school don't teach you about that. And they also don't teach you about Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. He did the first open heart surgery.
Peace to the tribes,
in
peace
this
to the
country.
tribes, peace to the
Or
tribes.
about Pedro Alonso Nino.
Welcome
Oh,
to
now, wait a minute now.
Aboriginal America. The
Pedro Alonso
original
Nino couldn't be no brother.
no doubt.
Well, he was.
Down the Mongo.
Oh man, we gonna hurt some feelings today, tribe.
Down the Mongo.
We gonna hurt some feelings today, tribe.
What's this guy's name? It's
This
something
about to
hard.
be one of them ones.
And it may sound stereotypical, but dude looks like he's done some time. And sounds like he's done some time.
Well, since we got a few people in here, why don't we get started with a little Red Indian theory? Why don't we?
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing.
So we can
nigga.
understand
That's
this-
what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
International empire a little better. And of course, this is just a theory.
One at a
You know, I'm
time,
surgical
y'all. We
with
got
this
the
bitch,
Incredible
Jay.
Hulk in the
How you
building.
want it,
What's
dog?
up, man?
Huh? Closed casket?
We gonna switch lanes on the way out. Tribe. Shout out to Godfella in the building. Yon Royer in the building. Eastside 1415, the Godfella. Good Green. 6'9" Trans Am Hustle. I got you. Bronze, Flat Power God, Ghetto Child Clinic. Yeah, we in a new trap. You know what I'm talking about? All the officials like referee whistles already know how we rocking. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out Balioso in the building.
You know, I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog? Huh?
Yeah,
Closed
man.
casket?
Oh, we about to fuck them up. The realest N-word alive is in here.
There is many songs that's going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your house and come to the livestock, and you are getting stuck from morning and now is evening, time to exchange.
In between me and them other dudes is this. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrestling with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it.
Oh, yeah. I know you can tell. Hey, man, this shit crispy clear, man. Nigga said something about my computer on one of the live streams, Tribe. I said, do this nigga not know that it's 2024K and everything is so crispy and clean? You know what I'm talking about? So fresh and so no need to be seen. You know what I'm talking about? But I might drop the top and say, fuck the cops, because we riding against the ops forever, ever.
Down the Mongo. Down the Mongo.
There is many songs that's going around and exchange.
Newsflash, you ain't my friend in the first place.
Who cut your hair? Who, you motherfucker? What the fuck is this? You motherfucker!
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, what is this? Huh? This is what? I can't get jiggy with this shit. Where's your damn manager, that pink motherfucker?
The Red Indian Theory. And we'll just start here on page 13. Belittle, well, let's start here. All right, because what they're talking about, we'll start here. All right. And it says, and this is from Ancient and Modern Britons. I believe it's 1884. If I can recall correctly.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog?
There were
huh?
Sursni Ugri or Black Ugri, as well as Black Khazars and White Khazars. Let's get some new music. Yeah. Black Bulgarians and white Bulgarians, all of whom belong to this classification of Ugri, or ogres. But this evidence is so slight as to... Yeah, let me zoom in, all right? So slight as to be little more than conjecture, since it is not clear whether white and black, as thus used, really bore reference to the complexions of those various races. And besides, if they did so, the fact would suggest many questions which it is convenient to shelve. Questions reflecting upon the ancestry of Xenothroi. And if you don't know what the Xenothroi are, they're the quote-unquote fair whites, the pale skins. At present and chiefly, our purpose is to consider those people whose complexion have been pretty well ascertained to be quote-unquote colored. We're going to focus on the colored people.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
In addition to the black or brown and yellow races already spoken of as prehistoric Europeans, there is a theory that a copper-colored race, closely akin to some branches of American Indians, once inhabited Europe, or rather the southern parts of Europe and North Africa.
Right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
Who named you coming in? By who power? Is what?
Proofs of this are said to be visible in the complexions of the modern Copts, which is quote-unquote reddish, and of the Nubians, who are described as quote-unquote of a deep red color, with nothing of the Negro in their profile. I said, with nothing of the Negro in their profile and with oval faces. This theory has been started by an Italian archaeologist named Gennarelli and may be seen at length, in the Journal of the Anthropological Institute.
What's this guy's name? It's something Hawk. And it may sound stereotypical, but dude looks like he's done some time. And sounds like he's done some time.
Its leading points are thus summarized. Okay, there's several points. And I quote, In support of the hypothesis of kinship between the red races of Europe, and of course that's modern Europe, folks, because Europe is not a person, it's a place, okay? Or should I say it's not a it's not a place, excuse me, it's a person, okay? Europe is not a place, it is a person. We're going to give them plenty of time to get screenshots and all that. All right, we're not going to give everything away to these devils. All right.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
Its leading points are thus summarized. In support of the hypothesis of kinship between the red races of Europe and America, generally adduces A. The existence of pyramids in Egypt, America, and Etruria. B. Of labyrinths in Egypt, America, and Etruria. And maybe we need to... A. The existence of pyramids in Egypt, America, and Etruria. B. Of labyrinths in Egypt, America, and Etruria. C. Of the title, I said of the title, Children of the Sun, born both by the Incas and the Pharaohs. D. Of mummies in Egypt and America, and images of mummies in Etruria. Of hieroglyphic languages in Egypt and America, of languages having a similar structure in America, Iberia, and Etruria. And we're going to focus on that in this bill, of course. All right. Oh, yeah. Humboldt thought there were affinities between the Basque and Etruscan. G. Of the Nile in Egypt and a Nile region in Guatemala from the Cordillera of Sconusco to the Pacific. Wait, what? H. Of canopies and sacrificial vases in Egypt, Mexico, Yucatan, and Peru with names similar to the deities that represent, and of the root, and I quote, ATL, Atl, which in its original signification he asserts to belong not to the European, but to the American languages.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
I say, of languages having similar structure in America, Iberia, and Etruria, Humboldt thought there were affinities between the Basque and Etruscan, of the Nile in Egypt and a Nile region in Guatemala from the Cordillera of Sconusco to the Pacific. H. Of canopies and sacrificial vases in Egypt, Mexico, Yucatan, and Peru with names similar to the deities they represent. I. And of the root Atl, which in its original signification he asserts to belong not to the Europeans, but to the American languages. Generelli further supports his theory by the assertion that animals of American origin, unknown to Africa, are to be found among the Egyptian hieroglyphics and in the paintings or sculptures on the vases and monuments of Etruria. He also points to evidence of the existence in Italy of races which neither Aryan nor Semitic, under the various names of Aborigines, Seculi, Liguri, Umbria, etc. And he also suggests that the Phoenicians, he also suggests, and I quote, that the Phoenicians were of this copper color hue.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
What's this guy's name? It's something Hawk. And it may sound stereotypical, but dude looks like he's done some time. And sounds like he's done some time.
Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
Let's read that back, guys, because maybe I read it too fast. I say he also points to evidence of the existence in Italy of races, and I quote, which were neither Aryan nor Semitic under the various names of Aborigines, Seculi, Liguri, Umbri, etc. And he also suggests, you'll have to argue with him about this, that the Phoenicians were of this copper color hue.
There is many songs that's going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your house and come to the livestock, cause you are dead stuck from morning and now is evening, time to exchange.
It is perhaps scarcely correct to describe this as a third division of dark-skinned people, for Signor Generelli's quote-unquote red is not very different from Professor Huxley's quote-unquote chocolate brown, the colors ascribed by each to the ancient Egyptians.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko. You motherfuckers! What the fuck is this? You motherfuckers!
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, what is this? Huh? This is what? I can't get jiggy with this shit. Where's your damn manager, that pink motherfucker?
There is many songs that's going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your house and come to the livestock, cause you are dead stuck from morning and now is evening, time to exchange.
We told these niggas last year, tribe. And the year before that.
Who named you coming in? By who power? Is what? It's the Spirit of God.
And the year before that.
See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
And the year before that. And the year before that.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
It is perhaps scarcely correct to describe this as a third division of a dark-skinned people, for Signor Generelli's quote-unquote red is not very different from Professor Huxley's quote-unquote chocolate brown, the colors ascribed by each to the ancient Egyptians. The connection between this last theory and the consideration of quote-unquote ancient Britons becomes apparent when one remembers that not only are these people allied to the Egyptians as being both astroloids, but there is also a legend that the Scots are of Egyptian descent, while of the Phoenician intercourse with Britain, there is no doubt.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
However, the red color of the Phoenicians seems only a suggestion. As with the Iberians, according to M.D. Abois de Jubeneville, this red race of the Italian antiquary is assumed to have come into Europe out of the sunken island continent of Atlantis.
Dom the Monko. Down the Mongo.
One at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
In between me and them other dudes is this. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrestling with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it.
Share the live stream. Once again, it's up.
You are now live with the Incredible Hulk.
Wow, Indian
Hulk
TV.
goes for the gifted and the elect.
Let me read that back. As with the Iberians, according to M.D. Abois de Jubeneville, this red race of the Italian antiquary is assumed to have come into Europe out of the sunken island continent of Atlantis, which our grandfathers spoke of as the quote-unquote fabled Atlantis, but which the voyage of the Challenger and the study of geology have both proved to be no fable.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
You gonna smell my cologne, Insimiyaki, on some bar number 9, cause I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Tabernacle sanctuary, cause we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, Pimp.
The point of difference between scientific men now seems to be rather the probable date of the subsidence of that continent, which it is contended by some must be so remote as to preclude the possibility of establishing a race connection between the two continents in this way. But at any rate, there are several reasons for believing that the unidentified builders of our stone circles, cairns, and dolmens were dark-skinned people.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog? Huh? Closed casket?
And the races with which they have most similarity are Professor Huxley's astroloids and negritos. It is not only asserted by him that there is an actual blood relationship between these two families and British people of this and past generations, plainly visible in many outward features, but there is also the testimony of similar customs, some of which will be afterward specified. One of these is the practice of tattooing the body, and another in the kindred practice of painting and smearing it with various colors. But the most telling evidence is that afforded by the stone monuments which are found in all the countries which have been inhabited by those races. Tasmania, home of the Negritos, has its stone circles and cairns, and Scotland shows the presence of the same people and the same works.
Down the Mongo. Down the Mongo.
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West. To cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
Let's get to the topic at hand. Arabic Etymology 101. If you're new here, this is what we do here. I am the Incredible Hulk, and this is Aboriginal America. The real America. The original America.
Heroes Crispus Attucks wasn't afraid when his turn came.
Now, who was Crispus Attucks?
He was a black man. He was the first man to die in the Revolutionary War.
One of us fought in the Revolutionary War?
More than one. There was Peter Salem. He was the hero at Bunker Hill.
Well, I'll be damned.
But school don't teach you about that. And they also don't teach you about Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. He did the first open heart surgery in this country. Or about Pedro Alonso Nino, who's...
Oh, now wait a minute now. Pedro Alonso Nino couldn't be no brother.
Well, he was. He sailed with Columbus.
Uh-oh. The Paradise Dictionary of English Words of Arabic Etymology with the Paradise Introduction Adventures of Arabic Language Throughout History. A comprehensive introduction of Arabic influence on English language.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
Paradise Dictionary has taken 20 years to finish. It is named after paradise, an English word of Arabic etymology with the same meaning in Arabic and English. Furthermore, paradise is the highest, central, and the best place of quote-unquote the Gardens of Eden, where the Arabic is the language of communication.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing,
Who name you
nigga.
coming in?
That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big
By
man.
who power? Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
No, actually, there's 680 pages of... Oh, man. I don't know if y'all are ready for this. I don't know if there's enough people in here for this. This is heavy, 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 heavy. Evidence, English words of Arabic etymology, groups of words in this dictionary. The Arabic origin of these words is well documented in major dictionaries such as Oxford, Chambers, Webster's, and others. This group compromises around 330 words printed and marked in red color with no dispute as to their Arabic origin. However, this group only represents the tip of the iceberg. Their Arabic etymology is entirely dependent on the knowledge of Arabic by the writers or members of linguistic societies responsible for the production of a particular dictionary. Here, the Arabic documented origin is usually acknowledged as the main or the only etymology for such English words, even though the word was twisted via French, Latin, or Greek routes, i.e. Arabic here is the sole etymology. Unlike the Mediterranean lands of Christendom, France, Greece, Italy, England had little direct contact with Arab world. It had therefore borrowed few Arab words from the source. Its main borrowing, however, were at second hand via French or Latin, meaning that by the time they had passed into English, they had been phonetically and sometimes syntactically assimilated, not once but twice. All right. And here, this author, of course, as always, hawks. You know, it's just another testimony. You know what I'm talking about? But and he doesn't know, he doesn't have all the clues, all the pictures, all the connections, all right? But we're gonna make some major connections here. All right? Because we already know what they wanted to do. You know what they tried to do, right? You know.
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
I know you're interested in that thumbnail. What in the world could that mean, Hawk School? Well, you know what everything is really about, and you know, once I look at a lot of these people, they really have a disdain for the Arabic language, and I just can't put my thumb on it, but I really think it's
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people
of our people in the West.
You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This is
Indian
House
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
There is many songs that going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your house and come to the livestock, cause you are dead stuck from morning and now is evening, time to exchange.
In between me and them other dudes is this. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrapping with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it. You gonna smell my cologne, Insimiyaki, on some bar number 9, cause I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Yeah, tabernacle, sanctuary, cause we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, pimp.
As a result, the English word often has a tenuous resemblance to its Arabic original. The word zenith derives from the Aramaic samata aras, path overhead. Zero from cipher, whence also cipher and cipher. Calibri from calib, casting a mold. Carat from karat, and algebra from aljabir. The reunification of fractions referring to the solving of equations. An important Arab technical laboratory contribution was al-inbak, the still whence the alchemist alembic, with which Arab and Muslim scientists distilled alcohol. Other tools were also derived from Arabic words such as jara, jar, Carafa. Sometimes the English and the European people pronounce the original Arabic words with great twist and corruption to an extent that the original word is difficult to recognize. For example, they pronounce Kahira as Cairo, Damascus as Damascus, Dijla is Tigris, Furat as Euphrates, Delhi as Delhi, Mumbai as Bombay. Also, proper names become twisted and corrupted. For example, Yaqub pronounced as James, Santiago, Jacob, Seamus. Also, Yusuf is pronounced as Joseph, Jose, and King Kalawun is pronounced as Kavaloon. Trade contacts with Muslim world supplied us with Zafaran, saffron, that still seasons and colors the cuisine of the Mediterranean Europe. It was also used as a dye, the narangs, orange, that yields our breakfast juice, the leafy green ispanach, spinach, and alkashaf, the artichoke. As much as the Europeans modify and corrupt Arabic words, the Arabs too do modify their European names. For instance, the conquest of Andalusia, Iberian Peninsula, a small Muslim Umayyad army under the leader of Tariq bin Zayed had decisively crushed and defeated a large Visigoth army at the Battle of Guadalupe. By Guadalupe River on July 19th, 711, Ramadan 19th of the Hijri, Muslims killed the Gothic king Roderick, whom Arabs and Muslim historians call by the name of Ludwig. Similarly, in Saladin's era, Arabs used to call the Crusader prince Renaud de Chatillon, Renaud of Chatillon, the lord of the Haute-Jourdain, including the Carrick and Montreal, by the name of Arnott. It was this Arnott, Ronald, who attacked a caravan of pilgrims traveling from Cairo to Mecca, killing pilgrims and abusing Prophet Muhammad's name, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. and breaking the truce between Saladin and the Crusaders. Saladin vowed to kill him. Lately, in the Islamic decisive victory over the Crusaders at the Battle of Hattin on July 4th, 1187, Saladin captured Reynaud and presented Islam, asking for his conversion to Islam, but Reynaud refused, so Saladin killed him with his own sword, as he promised. Crusaders as well as traders brought back to Europe Arab notions of comfort, notably the matra, mattress, on a heap of which one can recline at ease. Sometimes the pillows were heaped in al-kaba, the alcove, sufa, sofa bed, and diwan, Devon bed. Also from the Crusaders perhaps came Amir Allah or Amir al-Bakhir, admiral, i.e. higher commander. Also, Arabs provide all-star names in the astronomy such as Arkanar, Aldebaran, Algol, Altar, Betelgeuse, Regal, and Fomalhaut. If I'm pronouncing this wrong, you know what to do. Subscribe to the tribe.
You are now live with the incredible host.
Wow,
This is
Indian
Hope
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
One may quote here what the children of Israel told their father, Israel, Yaqub, Jacob. And when they opened their bags, they found their stock in trade and it had been returned to them. They said, "Oh, our father, what more can we desire? This, our stock in trade, has been returned to us." The retrieval of these English words of Arabic etymology from various dictionaries, their collations and final compilations into this book is by itself a painstaking, arduous task for any researcher to undertake. Unclassified words in classical dictionaries. Arabic etymology, however, can also be found among other words such as words termed bastard words with unknown parentage or uncertain etymology. However, they are unknown to the dictionary's writer, who has limited knowledge in Arabic language or a comparative Anglo-Arabic philology, such as gadget, adadat, or tail, theo. Words with diverse origins or having multifarious etymologies. Indeed, the Arabic origin of words, when contrasted with other etymologies, will appear by far more naturally and linguistically connected, such as Ilyat, elite, wais, wise. Some words have come into Arabic from other languages, notably the Greek or Latin. They were adopted by Arabs and then preserved by Muslim holy book, Quran revealed in Arabic or spoken by the Arabic prophet of Islam circa 623 AD, and both represent the two most authentic sources for Arabic language. Popularized and documented in the earliest Arabic dictionaries ever since, and were preserved over 1,400 years to this date, long before the later evolution of English language. Dirham, Arabic dirham, from Greek drachma or dram, dinar, Arabic dinar, from Latin denarius, and street, Arabic sirat, from Latin strata. Words or word components if the word is a compound word. Gynecology, dichotomy, astrology, astronomy, when the origin of each word component is looked at separately to form a compound meaning. Words with the original meaning are considered irrespective of their currently used meaning. The original word may have a different meaning when one examines the word etymology. It is reiterated here that the original meaning, not the currently used, which was considered Arabic etymology in this dictionary. Rogue and its related words, interrogate, arrogant, prerogative. Many words may form a group, and even though they have different meanings, they all come from one origin. Words with original meaning are considered irrespective of the currently used meaning. The original word may have different meanings when one examines the word's etymology. It is reiterated here that the original meaning, not the currently used, which was considered Arabic etymology in this dictionary. Rogue and its related words: interrogate, arrogant, prerogative. Many words may form a group, and even though they have different meanings, they all come from one origin.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
General, gene, gonads, gonorrhea are works with different meanings but derive from one origin. Genus, Arabic, gens. I said general, genes, gonads, gonorrhea are words with different meanings but derived from one origin. Genus, gens. Similar aster, asterisk, astrology, astronomy, disaster, Easter, sterling have all originated from the word star, from the Arabic Ishtar.
There is many songs that's going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your heart and come to the livestock, cause you are just stuck from morning and now it's easy time to exchange.
In between me and them other dudes is this. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrestle with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it.
You motherfuckers! What the fuck is this? You motherfuckers!
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, what is this? Huh? This is what? I can't get jiggy with this shit. Where's your damn manager, that pink motherfucker?
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
Likewise, magisterial, Mr., mistress from one family related to master, Arabic musatir, the controller. Latin calk, words, long translation of Arabic names. Pia mater, tender mother, is a Latinized form of the medieval translation of an Arabic name, Rakika or Hanun, intimate mother. For the thin envelope of the brain, similarly, piano, sinus, wisdom tooth are all calci loan translations from Arabic into English via Latin. Words discovered, documented, are referred to in many books rather than dictionaries, such as books on historical evolution of the language and science, influence of Islam in medieval Europe, and books on the origin of medical terms. Walt Taylor in 1933 attempted to explore these words in a humble booklet called Etymological List of Arabic Words in English. Montgomery Watt, too, attempted to enlist the English words derived from Arabic. H. Skinner, Hobson, John Rays, it goes on and on. However, Arabic etymology can better be discovered by a bilinguistic Anglo-Arabic speaking professional, but with Arabic mother tongue, for he can detect these words easily despite the English corruption.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
I say, for he can detect these words easily despite the English corruption. The author of this dictionary offers over many years has discovered many other English words of Arabic etymology. Such words were treasured. Each was carefully researched, checked, and double-checked, unbiased before being finally included in this dictionary. Such Arabic words was noted while acknowledging other etymological roots, particularly in words with multifarious etymologies. Corrupted words used in English may sometimes correspond to different Arabic words used for the same meaning or correspond to one of many different meanings of one Arabic word. Because Arabic language is a much bigger reservoir of vocabulary alternatives than any other known language, I was so fascinated by Anglo-Arabic linguistic similarity that over nearly 20 years of my continuous research in history of medieval medicine, I said, let me run that back. Let me run that back.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
Put some gems in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear, if I'm still live.
You are now live with the incredible
Wow, Indian
TV. For the gifted and the elect.
I was so fascinated by Anglo-Arabic linguistic similarity that over nearly 20 years of my continuous research in the history of medieval medicine led me to such etymological research. Indeed, I was able to compile a huge database containing thousands of English words of Arabic etymology, both phonetically, similar sound, semantically, similar meaning, morphologically, word letter structure, and syntactically, grammatical use in a correct sentence. This database has later become the nucleus of this major dictionary project.
Who named you?
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog?
By whose power?
Closed casket?
Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
In between me and them other dudes and dick. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrestle with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it.
There is many songs that going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your house and come to the livestock, and you are dead stuck from morning and now is evening, that's it exchange.
Now listen to me, little bitch. I'm gonna ask you some real simple questions, and I want some real simple answers. You understand?
The following words are only a few examples. See also Abash, Abyssinia, Atube, Adobe, Adobe,
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West. To cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
half, Alpha, Alhenna, Alkanet, Isthmus, Antimony, Albuquerque, Apricot, Albadinjan, Aubergine, Maimoon, Baboon, Balakana, Balcony, Bagdi, Baldacchino, Banamos, Banana, Burka, Baroque, Bariha, Barbecue, bark. What do they say? Bergamudi, bergamot, bazar, bezor, buck, bug, kafas, kabas, jamal, camel, jamal, camellia, sack, check, sheaf, chiffon, kufa, coffer, kupa, kupala, Dimisk, Damask, Demishki, Damascene, Damsun Plum, Ilyit, Elite, Zarafa, Giraffe, Kit, Cat, Elfil, Elephant, Hudhud, Hoopo, Calf, Cave, Ard, Earth, Verduous, Paradise, Sarat, Street, Kiss, Just, Kup, Cub, Gata, Cut, Datil, Date, Cabal, Gabel, Zarabet, Carpet, Amin, Amen, Idil, Idil, Guitar, Guitar, Juba, Jump, Lifa, Lufa. What? What?
In between me and them other dudes and Dick. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrestle with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it.
Now listen to me, little bitch. I'm gonna ask you some real simple questions and I want some real simple answers. You understand?
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog? Huh? Closed casket?
You are now live with the incredible host
Wow,
of
Indian
Talk
TV.
School for the Gifted and the Elect.
So let's get into these English words, Arabic etymology. And again, this is Arabic Etymology 101, and I am the Incredible Hawk. And shout out to Aboriginal America ABAM podcast for allowing me to host, as my channel is under the threat of several Nazis under the guises of so-called Black Americans.
Who named you coming in?
The Aboriginal member of our people here in the West.
I mean, we have so many references, so many resources, so much. Sheesh. Oxford this, Oxford that. medical journal this, Arabic manuscript that. History of Arab surgery and Arab Islamic influence on the Europe Emirates Medical Journal. History of surgery in the Arab world.
What's this guy's name? It's something Hawk. And it may sound stereotypical, but dude looks like he's done some time. And sounds like he's done some time.
Well, let's just start with the top. Start with A. Aardwolf, the earth wolf of South Africa, a carnivore near akin to the hyenas. Dutch Aard, earth, wolf, wolf. Arabic Aard, earth wolf, not Arabic. Earth wolf is called in Arabic Usbar, the cub of a hyena from the wolf. Aaron in the Bible, Aaron, is a brother of Moses and is traditionally regarded as the founder of Jewish priesthood. The meaning of the name is not known. It is not known if the name is Hebrew or Egyptian. The plant Aaron's rod is so called from the story that when Moses and Aaron's right to leadership of the exiled children of Israel was challenged, Aaron's rod or staff budded and blossomed when laid upon the altar as a sign that he was chosen by God. Arabic Haran, Moses' brother. The name is derived from Haran, a kind of dates. Haranwa, plant good for oral pain and as a laxative, and also called Karnawa or Falafila. Abba, abacus, abate. Abba, abbot, Abbasids, abdomen, Abdullah, Abel, Abel mosque, abit, abhor, abide, ability, able, abode, abrade, Abraham, absorb, absurd. This is absurd. Abolition, abyss, Abyssinian, acacia, academic, academy, accurate, acclimate, accolade, accommodate, accomplish, accords, accumulate, accursed, accuse, ache, arcanar, acid. You want to read that? Acme, acquire, acre, acrid, across, act, action, atom, adapt, add, addict, additive, adenoids, adept, adequate, adjourn, administer, admiral, admire, ado, adobe. The bricks are block of mud for building muddy houses, Spanish adobe from Arabic atob. Aduf, adal, aegis, aesthesia, ether, is ether, and astivate, affidavit, afford, affray, affright, afraid, affreet, affrit, Africa, all shit.
What's this guy's name? It's something Hawk. And it may sound stereotypical, but dude looks like he's done some time. And sounds like he's done some time.
Africa, the black continent bounded by Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, Arab Sea, and Atlantic Ocean. Arabic name Afriqiya, so called after Ifriqish bin Ibrahim al-Raish, or after Farik bin Nasser bin Ham, or because of many divisions, Furqa, divisions, plural farak, divisions, or because it separated Egypt from Morocco, or because its populations were so needy that the charities are always distributed on them. Nufarak aliha sadakat. See under Asia and Europe.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
Cover up. The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
This might hurt a bit. Pause. But you know, if the truth hurts, it's probably working, and you know. Like Mary Poppins said, you know, we got the music playing, so just a little bit of sugar helps the medicine go down. Pause.
This nigga here, slow little boy. Man, somebody come get this good stupid ass nigga out this front seat, man. Man, somebody come get this good stupid ass nigga out this front seat, bro.
Again. Agate, age, agile, aggravate, aggress, aggrieve, agony, agree, Ahmed, aid, ail, ailment, aim, air, Aisha, alabaster, Allah, a la carte, Aladdin, or Aladdin, and Alamode, alarm, alas, albacore, albatross, albino, alpicasis, and alcaceria, alcalde, or alcalde. I said alcalde, the governor of a Spanish fortress, a Spanish gaoler, Spanish alcalde, from Arabic al-Qaidi, from al, the, and Qaidi, leader, from qada, to lead. Alcalde, formerly a Spanish judge or magistrate, or Spanish mayor, Spanish from Arabic alcalde, judge, from qada, to judge.
Dom the Mongo. Dom the Mongo.
Heroes Crispus Attucks wasn't afraid when his turn came.
Now, who was Crispus Attucks?
He was a black man. He was the first man to die in the Revolutionary War.
One of us fought in the Revolutionary War?
More than one. There was Peter Salem. He was the hero at Bunker Hill.
Well, I'll be damned.
But school don't teach you about that. And they also don't teach you about Dr. Daniel Hale Williams. He did the first open heart surgery in this country. Or about Pedro Alonso Nino, who was...
Oh, now, wait a minute now. Pedro Alonso Nino couldn't be no brother.
Well, he was.
The Aboriginal
He sailed with them.
member of our people in the West.
It hit different when you got the Arabic over there, tribe.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog? Huh? Closed casket?
In between me and them other dudes and this, you gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrestle with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it.
Alcohol. Pure spirit, a liquid generated by the fermentation of sugar and other saccharine matters, and forming the intoxicating element of fermented liquors, a general name for a class of compounds analogous to common alcohol, ethanol, adjective, alcoholic, of or like alcohol, caused by alcohol. Noun, one addicted. Excessive drinking of alcohol, alcoholize, to convert into alcohol. Alcoholism, alcoholic poisoning, condition suffered by an alcoholic. From Latin alcohol, from Arabic alcohol, the kaal, fine powder of antimony used in the East to stain the eyelids, but more correctly, it is Arabic for alcohol or alcohol, the substance that when drunk will take you off your mind. See verses 37, 45 through 47 of Surat as-Safat, those ranged in ranks of the Quran. Round will be passed to them a cup from a clear flowing fountain, crystal white of a taste delicious to those who drink thereof, free from gall, headiness, nor will they suffer intoxication therefrom. Al-Quran is from the Quran, Arabic al, the, and Quran, alcove. Aldebaran, alder, aldehyde, alembic, Alexander, and Alexandria, alpha, alfalfa, Alfred, alfresco, alphora, algae and algarve, algazali, algebra, algacia, algol and algorithm, and algorithm, algorithm. I said algorithm.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog? Huh? Closed casket?
Our people here in the West to cover up the Aboriginal member of our people here in the West. To cover up the Aboriginal member of our people here in the West.
No one intervened on behalf of
Alhambra, Alhazen, alibi, ailment, alzarin, alkali, alkaloid, all, Allah. Oh yeah, allegory, so it's allegorical and allegorically, alligator, and allium and allocate, allow and alloy, alley, alma mater, almacata, almaguess, almanac, and almanac. Almanac.
You motherfuckers! What the fuck is this? You motherfuckers!
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, what is this? Huh? This is what? I can't get jiggy with this shit. Where's your damn manager, that pink motherfucker?
To cover up the Aboriginal member of our people here in the West. To cover up the Aboriginal member of our people here in the West.
Amen.
You are now live with the incredible host
Wow,
of
Indian
Talk
TV.
School for the Gifted and the elect.
In between me and them other dudes and Dick. You gonna diss me, and I'm gonna come see you, Jack. You gonna diss them other dudes, they gonna play lip wrestling with you. So if you want it, man, come on with it. If you want it with me, come on with it. You gonna smell my cologne, Intimidati, on some bar number 9, because I do not play.
That's the same clone I wear.
Yeah, Tabernacle Sanctuary, because we keep God first in everything we do.
Hey, pimp.
What's understood need not be explained.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
No one intervened on behalf of...
There is many songs that's going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your house and come to the livestock, cause you are dead stuck from morning and now is evening, time to exchange.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
Almanac, calendar, agenda from Middle English, almanac, Latin, almanac, from Arabic, almanac. Weather calendar.
What's this guy's name? It's something Hawk. And it may sound stereotypical, but dude looks like he's done some time. And sounds like he's done some time.
Almighty, almightiness, alms, and almshouse, aloe, and alp, alpine, alpha, alphabet, 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 altar, and altitude, and alamy, and alum, and almanus, almagum, and amber, ambergris, amir, amen, amenable, amenity, and what? No. Ain't no way this in here, man. Ain't no way this in here.
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West. Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
No one intervened on behalf of...
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
There is many songs that's going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your house and come to the livestock, cause you are dead stuck from morning and now is evening, time to exchange.
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
I said, but Vespucci's role in the naming issue, like his exploratory activity, is unclear and most probably a tale. Some sources say that he was unaware of the widespread use of his name to refer to the new landmass. Others hold that he promulgated a story that he had made a secret voyage westward and sighted land in 1491, a year before Columbus. If he did indeed make such claims, they backfired and only served to prolong the ongoing debate on whether the quote-unquote Indies were really a new land or just an extension of Asia. Even Dr. Basil Cottle, author of the Dictionary of Surnames, 1967, points out new countries or continents are never named after a person's first name, always after their second name. With the exception of some places named after the first names of monarchs or princes, such as Carolina. Thus, America should really have become Vespucci land or Vespuccia. Christopher Columbus, who had first brought the region's existence to the attention of Renaissance-era voyagers, had died in 1506, believing to the end that he'd discover and colonize part of India and could not protest Wildamir's decisions. Now, even I have a bit of contention with this whole India thing. All right, but that's not what we're here for. So there's a third possibility, of course. And let me reread that. It says a third and perhaps preferable possibility hardly known to Western historians. May be a medieval Arabian origin of America's name from 11th century. In that time, Spain was under the rule of Moorish Muslims, and among them important military leaders were Wadha el-Amiri, 1009 to 1013, and Zohair al-Amiri, 1018 to 1041, both Arabized seafarers, native from Adriatic islands of Dalmas. In 11th century, they organized the Moorish oceanic expeditions across the Atlantic overseas to Westlands.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
Who named you coming in? By who power? Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
Oh man, I went through this whole thing, tribe. I was like a kid in the candy store, looking words up like, ain't no way this word in here. I know this word ain't in here. I mean, it's from Aaron to Zorro, with multiple sources.
You are now live with the incredible
Sources on sources on sources. I mean, he's a doctor, all right? He's in the medical field, so, these guys are very into their note-taking. It's pertinent to people's lives, no doubt. If you're new here, this is what we do here. I am the Incredible Hulk, and this is... Aboriginal America.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Who named you coming in? By who power? Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
Oh, the tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive.
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West. Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
Oh yeah. You see it, sis. Almira Mukan. Let's read it. Oh, don't fast forward like that. Let it marinate. You know what I mean? You gotta let the seasoning, goddamn. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta let it, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
The tribe, you are now live with the incredible host.
Wow, Indian
Host
TV.
for the gifted and the elect.
Miramacan. Now, let me bring it back. In the 11th century, they organized the Moorish oceanic expeditions across the Atlantic to oversee westlands in, or should I say, Ard Mahula, meaning unknown territory. These expeditions then were described also by medieval Arabian historian Al-Idrisi, 1099-1166, and of course there's another plausible Arabic theory, and of course this is just a theory, that when the waves of African and Arab Muslims arrived, they met peacefully with Red Indian chiefs. Muslims referred to them as Amir Oka, or Amir Okam, or Amir Makan, literally your Amir, ruler or chief, or the chief of the area, since Amir, or Amir is the title given in the East and in North Africa to all independent chieftains and also to all descendants of Muhammad, peace and blessings of God be upon him. Emirate, the office, jurisdiction, or state of an emir. Thus, most likely, Red Indians misunderstood Omeroka or Meriokam or Omiramakan for the land they inhabited than their chief, and most probably the word later was twisted to America. See also Wikipedia website under Naming America. Well, let's go see it. I'm aimable enough.
Dom the Mongo. Dom the Mongo.
No one intervened on behalf of
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West. Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
Well, let's see what the good doctor has to say. I mean, he directed us here. The Naming of America. Well, let's see. Let's see what it says. Or don't. I have time. I have time. I trust no narrative. Let's see what this says. Naming of the Americas. The naming of the Americas or America occurred shortly after Christopher Columbus' first voyage to the Americas in 1492, it is generally accepted that the name derives from Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer who explored the new continents in the following years on behalf of Spain and Portugal. However, some have suggested other explanations, including being named after the Amerisque mountain range in Nicaragua or after Richard Amerique, a merchant from Bristol, England. In the contemporary English, North and South America are generally considered separate continents and taken together are called the Americas in the plural, parallel to similar situations such as the Carolinas and the Dakotas. When conceived as a unitary continent, the form is generally the continent of America in the singular. However, without a clarifying context, singular America in English commonly refers to the United States of America, and this is according to the Oxford Companion to the English language.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man.
Well, he seems to be dead on with everything else he quoted. Here we see the German cartographer Martin Waldseemüller and Sainte Devogues in France. The map maker, he suggested that was a theory. Amerigo Vespucci, another theory. It's a lot of Latinized Italianization and Germanization. That's probably.
Nigga here, slow that about. Man, somebody come get this good stupid ass nigga out this front seat, man. Man, somebody come get this good stupid ass nigga out this front seat, bruh.
And they just go on and on, giving reasons why we should believe this. Myths. Amerique, America, America, German, French, Italian.
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West. Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
Who named you coming in? By who power?
There's a little something about you that's disturbing.
Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
All right, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh shit.
Here we again find ourselves in ancient and modern Britons, circa 18-something. But to this it may be objected, the ancient Britons were my ancestors, and the tattooed race of today are dark-complexioned men. I'm a white man. How could my ancestors be anything but white men too? The question suggests many counter-questions. Who are you? Were your ancestors ancient Britons? What are the physical qualifications belonging to a quote-unquote white man? And are you fully entitled to be so described? Such counter-questions, or some of them, are not so easily answered as may at first appear. The average modern Briton would be somewhat nonplussed if he were required to give the names of all his progenitors of the reign of Queen Anne, and not one could produce a pedigree that would show, to the satisfaction of critical antiquaries, the name and race of every ancestor and ancestress living at the date of the Norman conquest. The limit might safely be placed some centuries nearer our own time, but the Norman conquest will do. And as for the question of complexion and physical traits, it is becoming more apparent every day that we are a quote-unquote mixed race. Though most of us seldom realize that the full force of the words, and many of us are unacquainted with the heterogeneous nature of the mixture, it will be well to ascertain the opinions on this subject, arrived at by men of science. Professor Huxley states in his remarks relative to his quote-unquote map showing the distribution of the chief modifications of mankind, end quote, published in the Journal of Ethnological Society of London, Volume 2, Number 4, that the inhabitants of the British island are a blending of two great types, the Xanthocroi and the Melanocroi. The first division is composed of the quote-unquote fair whites, who are described as of tall stature and having the skin almost colorless and so delicate that the blood really shows through it. The eyes are blue or gray, the hair light, ranging from straw color to red or chestnut, the beard and body hair abundant, the skull presents all varieties of forms from extreme dolichocephaly to extreme brachycephaly, and that this class includes men with very long and very short heads. The second type is that of the quote-unquote dark whites, of which he says, under its best form, this type is exhibited by many Irishmen, Welshmen, and Britons, by Spaniards, South Italians, Greeks, Armenians, Arabs, and high-caste Brahmins. A man of this group may, in point of physical beauty and intellectual energy, be the equal of the best of the Xanthocroi. But he presents a great contrast in other respects to the latter type, for the skin, though clear and transparent, is of a more or less brown hue, deepening to olive. The hair, fine and wavy, is black, and the eyes are of a like hue. The average stature, however, is ordinarily lower than in the Xanthocroic and type, and the make of the frame is usually lighter. I am much disposed to think that the Melanocroi are the result of an intermixture between the Xanthocroi and the Australoids. End quote. When one learns that the people who are understood to represent the oldest known inhabitants of our islands are thus classified under a denomination which covers the descendants of a supposed blending of quote-unquote fair whites and quote-unquote astraloids, one naturally inquires further as to the position and characteristics of these quote-unquote astraloids. On looking at the map referred to, it is seen that they consist of the whole Aboriginal population of Australia, of the natives of interior India, the Deccan, and of the inhabitants of Middle and Upper Egypt, the whole area indeed that is occupied by the descendants of the ancient Egyptians. Mr. Huxley depicts the Australoids in the following words. The males of this type are commonly of fair stature with well-developed torsos and arms, but relatively and absolutely slender legs. The color of the skin is some shade of chocolate brown, and the eyes are very dark brown or black. The hair is usually raven black, fine and silky in texture, and is never woolly, but usually wavy and tolerably long. The beard is sometimes well developed, as is the hair upon the body and the eyebrows. The Australians are invariably dolichocephalic, the cranial index rarely exceeding 75 or 76, and often not amounting to more than 71 or 72. The brow ridges are generally very small or absent. The norma occipitalis is usually sharply pentagonal. The nose is broad rather than flat. The jaws are heavy and the lips remarkably coarse and flexible. There is usually strong marked alveolar prognathism. The teeth are large, and the fangs usually stronger and more distinctly marked than in any other forms of mankind. End quote. Sheesh. All this
to cover up the Aboriginal member of our people in the West, to cover up the Aboriginal member of our people people in the West.
As regards those of this group to be found in India, he says the only people out of Australia who present the chief characteristics of the Australians in a well-marked form are the so-called hill tribes who inhabit the interior of Deccan in Hindustan. An ordinary coolie would pass muster very well for an Australian. Though he is ordinarily less coarse in skull and jaw, as I have mentioned, he also includes the descendants of the ancient Egyptians under this heading. For although the Egyptian has been much modified by civilization and probably by admixture, he still retains the dark skin, the black, silky, wavy hair, the long skull, the fleshy lips, and broadish eye of the nose, which we know distinguished his remote ancestors, and which caused both and them to approach the Australian and Dasu more clearly than they do to any other form of mankind. The same eminent authority states in another place, I shall be inclined to look among the Papuan races of New Guinea and New Holland for the nearest allies of men to whom the shell mounds of Europe once belonged. Of these people he speaks in the following terms: in the Andaman Islands, the peninsula of Malacca, in the Philippines, and the islands which stretch from Wallace's Line eastward and southward, nearly parallel with the east coast of Australia to New Caledonia, and finally in Tasmania, men with dark skin and woolly hair occur, who constitute a special modification of the Negro type, the Negritos. Only the Andamans have presented skulls approaching or exceeding an index of 80. All the Negritos, the crania of which have been examined, or are dilococephalic. But the skulls of the eastern and southern Negritos present, as I have mentioned, a remarkable approximation to the Australoid type and differ notably from the ordinary African Negroes in the great brow ridges and the pentagonal normal occipitalis.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog? Huh? Closed casket?
But in dealing with those stone folk and troglodytes, one must remember that both exist at the present day side by side with higher races, and that consequently their era in Britain may not be so very remote after all. In his remark upon the Aborigines of Tasmania, Mr. Bonwick refers more than once to their kinship structurally with certain prehistoric Europeans. Mr. Carter Blake, a competent judge, describes a skull from Assistant Us Island of Scotland as of an ovately dilococephalic form and having a narrow forehead with great projecting brow like the Tasmanian. Mr. Samuel Lang, in his interesting revelations of the Cathnicis, imagines the earliest inhabitants of North Britain were cumbocephalic, boat-headed, approaching to a Negroid or Australian rather than to a Mongol or Arctic type. Again, he writes, this tribe of Aboriginal Britons must have more closely resembled the Australian or Tasmanian than the Laplander or Eskimo.
Cover up! The Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
Dr. Pruner Bay, to make a final extract from Mr. Bonwick's book, compares our southern blacks with the prehistoric cavemen, and I quote, all this craniological evidence, then, while it does not actually prove the correctness of Mr. Huxley's conjecture as to the astraloid origins of the Melanocroi, proves at any rate that the structurally certain of the inhabitants of Britain in former times belonged to the astraloid family. Whether their complexion was as swarthy as that of their southern kindred remains yet to be proved. The Tasmanian customs of tattooing, of smearing the skin with iron ore, and of erecting cerns and circles of stone were also at one time British customs. An Australoid people once inhabited Britain as well as the antipodes. We know they were alike in their physique. It would be strange if they differed in complexion. Another most important race to be considered when glancing at the people of ancient Europe is that of the Ugrians. During the last 2,000 years, says Mr. Howarth in a paper read before the Ethnological Society, we find that there has been a constant move in one direction, at least a gradual encroachment by the Celtic, Germanic, and Slavic races upon the humbler races on their frontiers.
Cover up the Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
Hey, one at a time, y'all. We got the Incredible Hulk in the building. What's up, man?
Oh, shit.
Who named you coming in? By who power? Is what? It's the Spirit of God. See, the Spirit of God is omnipotent, and it works on you. It'll work on your ass, and I can be far, far away, because it's considered conscience, you know.
We find that there has been a constant move in one direction, at least a gradual encroachment by the Celtic, Germanic, and Slavic races upon the humbler races on their frontiers, and these latter invariably of the Ugrian family. The Basque in Spain are now pinned in a small corner of their ancient patrimony in the time of the Romans. The Finns and Lapps have been pushed back in Scandinavia to a very small portion of their ancient holdings. In Livonia and Estonia and 3/4 of European Russia, the Ugrians were, even in the 11th century, the preponderating population. Proofs are now accumulating that before the Christian era, this process of displacement was taking place even at a greater rate, the area to be occupied having been much more fertile and inviting. I have attempted to show in a paper read before the British Association that a very great element in the Celtic language is Ugrian, and I believe the same to be true of the Latin and the Greek. The German-speaking race can, I believe, be shown to have occupied Central Europe since the 3rd century BC, the Celts and the slaves to have arrived since the 9th, and the Indo-European element in Italy and Greece since the 10th or 11th. If this be so, then we get a very recent date comparatively for the period when the Basque in Spain and the Finns in Sweden, now mere wrecks and waifs of the original population, were close neighbors and one homogeneous people occupied, if not a ring around the world, at least one reaching from Britain to Kamskatka, when Europe was overrun by fishermen and hunters, such as we find in Siberia, where we ought to go if we are to study the religion, the manners, and government of the so-called stone folk. The Mongoloid families, one of the chief of which is the Ugrian, are thus spoken by Professor Huxley. An enormous area which lies mainly to the east of a line drawn from Lapland to Siam is peopled for the most part by men who are short and squat with the skin of a yellow-brown color, the eyes and hair black and the latter straight. Coarse and scanty on the body and face, but long on the scalp. They are strongly brachycephalic, the skull being usually devoid of prominent brow ridges, while the nose is flat and small and the eyes are oblique. The Malays proper, and I suspect the indigenous people of the Philippines, who are not Negritos, fall under the same general definition. The Vogels, a division of that race, are pictured by Dr. Latham in similar terms. Quote, their hair is black or brown, seldom yellow or red, the beard scanty, the skin glabrous and pale, the cheekbones project, the face broad and flat, and Mr. Howarth makes the following remarks upon the ancient Hungarians, Ungary, or Ugrians they are described. He says, and I quote, as living by fishing and hunting and as fighting with bows and arrows, end quote. The notary of Bella tells us they had no cities nor fixed houses, nor did they live upon the produce of agriculture, but on flesh and fish. Their young men were continually hunting, and thus it happened that even in this day the Hungarians were the most renowned hunters. This tally well with what we have said of the affinities of the Hungarians with the Vogels. Leo has furnished Gibbon with material for some sonorous phrases in his description of the Hungarians, and I quote, their tents were of leather, their garments of fur. They shaved their hair and scarified their faces. In speech, they were slow and action prompt. In treaty, perfidious. The Spanish Basque, in the opinion of the writer on whom we have just relied, are among the purest representatives of the ancient Ugrian type. Now, this is a little confusing, for these Basque are also held to represent the Iberians, and while the Ugrians are described as round-headed folk, the skulls of the people called Iberians are long or oval. Let us hear what is said about Iberians. To the question, who are the Iberians, it is impossible to give a satisfactory answer in the form of a concise definition. Historical, numismatical, linguistic, and anthropological evidence have been brought to bear on the problem of their affinity, and the result is, on the whole, not so much light as darkness visible. End quote. This is not encouraging to an inquirer, but one learns from the same source that scientific men on the whole are pretty unanimous as to certain leading beliefs.
To cover up the Aboriginal member of our people in the West. Cover up the Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
No one intervened on behalf of
There is many songs that going around and going on and going like a clown, but I'm telling you, clean up your house and come to the livestock, or you are just stuck from morning and now is easy self-it exchange.
This is not encouraging to an inquirer, but one learns from the same source that scientific men on the whole are pretty unanimous as to certain leading beliefs. Humboldt gave out his hypothesis in 1821, of which, quote, the main arguments were these: that the Iberians were one great people speaking a distinct language of their own, that they were to be found in Sicily, Sardinia, and Corsica, in southern France, and even in the British Isles, and that the Basque of the present day were distinctly recognizable remnants of the race which had elsewhere been expelled or absorbed.
To cover up the Aboriginal member of our people in the West. To cover up the Aboriginal member of our people in the West.
Now, live with the incredible host.
Wow, Indian
House
TV.
goes to the gifted and the elect.
What's this guy's name? It's something Hawk. And it may sound
It is stated that the
stereotypical, but
great
dude looks
current
like
of
he's done some time.
ethnographical
And sounds like
speculation
he's done
still
some time.
flows in the direction indicated by Humboldt, though it breaks up into a number of distinct channels. The anthropological researches of Broca, Thurman, and Davis, Huxley, Busk, Vishu, Tubino, and others have proved the existence in Europe of a Neolithic race, small of stature with long or oval skulls and accustomed to bury their dead in the tombs. Their remains have been found in Belgium and France and Britain, Germany, and Denmark, as well as in Spain, but they bear a closer resemblance to the Basque than to any other living people. This Neolithic race has consequently been identified with the Basque and the Iberians, and extreme exponents of the theory do not hesitate to speak of the Iberian ancestors of the people of England. Recognizing the racial characteristics in the small, swarthy Welshman and the small, dark Highlander and the black Celts to the west of the Shannon, as well as in the typical inhabitants of Aquitania and Brittany, some investigators go even further. M.D. Abois de Jubenville, for example, regards the Iberians as the descendants of Atlantes, the hypothetical inhabitants of Plato's great western isle, the Atlantis, and maintains that in Europe they possessed Spain, Gaul, Italy, and the British Isles, penetrated into the Balkan Peninsula and occupied a part of North Africa, Corsica, and Sardinia. Thus we see the Basque or Euskers, when looked at as Ugraians, are brachycephalic or round-headed and sallow rather than tawny in complexion. As Iberians, they are dolico or cumbocephalic and of a swarthy hue. According to the one conjecture, they are nearer the Eskimos than the Tasmanian. According to the other, they are more Australoid than Mongoloid. The points which they share in common, viewed from either position, are their short stature and black hair and eyes. The probability is that the Ugrians were a greatly mixed people, and they constituted a meeting ground for those two great human families whose qualities they possess in varying degrees. Indeed, so far as nomenclature goes, there is evidence of their hybrid character. There were Sursni Ugri, or black Ugri, as well as white, black Khazars and white Khazars, black Bulgarians and white Bulgarians, all of whom belong to the classification of Ungari or Ugari or ogres. But this evidence is so slight as to be little more than conjecture, since it is not clear whether the term white and black is thus used really bore reference to the complexions of those various races.
No one intervened on behalf of
I'm not your average American. I'm not your average American.